Hey everybody, Final Flame Productions back with another Dexter video, and today we again go back to the insanity that is the aftermath of Dexter New Blood, the finale, the ending that pissed off most of the fans. I think that's generalizing, but I would say it's pretty close. I've met very few people in real life and online that really enjoyed it, but I know there's a few out there. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff that's come out the past few days, and I thank the DexterDaily.com website. They're always good at putting everything together and giving you updates and stuff. I don't know where do we start here. There's a lot of talk now. There seems to be it was quiet for a while with this. They're trying now to push and kind of court the idea of making a Dexter New Blood spin-off with Harrison, which is something these things don't get teased and tempted kind of by accident. They want to do this, and they're trying still. After all the crap and all the lack of interest, I believe that is out there, an appetite for a Harrison spinoff, but they're still going for it. We'll start with Harrison himself, the actor Jack Alcott, who we can't blame him. It's a big role. He probably would like to do more of it, but it was not a character that it was a fine character up to the point where people realized that they were going to get rid of Dexter and that this was the character that they wanted to make a whole show about, and that's where people went, you know what, this character isn't very good. And it's different. If you look back at when Lumen was brought into Dexter, if somebody told you that character's going to get a spin-off, first of all, people liked her character. Julia Stiles, great actor. And her character was really interesting. She had a lot to do in. Was she in a season or two seasons? Sorry, I haven't watched the older seasons in a while. But anyway, she was a character that people liked, and you would understand the idea to bring her back and make a whole show about her if that was a idea they had. But of course, good ideas aren't in high stock with these people. Or you look at something, even Hannah, who kind of was interesting at the start, but kind of didn't have a whole lot to do near the end. And they've killed her off in New Blood for no other reason than that they didn't find anything for her. So anyway, my point is that there is characters. If you look through the whole Dexter, all the seasons of Dexter, there is lots of characters you could make a show about. Let's put it this way, if they want to make a Dexter spin-off show, there's lots of stuff out there and lots of characters they can bring back. This character is not it. He's not a bad actor, but his character is what he needs to be, but I don't think it's a character you can put a whole show around. But anyway, Jack Alcott was asked, there was an interview with Jack Alcott where he was asked about would he want to come back for a spin-off show, and this is what he said: I've never gotten to explore a character this complex for this long, to get to live with the character for 6 months and be discovering new pieces about it every day. If a Dexter spin-off comes his way, will Jack say yes? And Jack Alcott, who plays Harrison, says, "Yeah, oh my gosh, get the chance to map this interesting, complex human being on TV. Yeah, oh my God, that would be. I'm definitely Showtime, definitely down through that." Yeah, so he obviously it was a big role for him, and to get a whole show about himself would obviously be great. So it's no wonder he'd want to see it. Do fans want to see it? I don't think so. And it's not just him. We've got someone else here. This is Marcos Siga, Gold Derby editor. Denton Davison recently hosted a web chat with director and executive producer Marcos Siga. He calls Dexter New Blood the best experience of his career. Okay, we'll have to respect his opinion on that. He chats about, and again, this is a lot of people asking about the spinoff, and a lot of people pushing for a Harrison spinoff. It doesn't feel like many fans are doing that though. So anyway, Marcus Sega is asked about the spinoff. Yeah, yes, I could. I think anybody could if you watch the show, because there's a guy out there who's a lot like his father. Sure, absolutely, there could be. So these people seem to really, really like the idea of a spin-off. There's a lot of, I guess it would be more work for these people, would make sense. But the way he puts it is slightly out of touch. He says, I think anybody, if you watch the show, okay, maybe on paper it sounds good, Dexter's son spin-off, it makes sense. But in the context of that finale where we have Dexter's son shoot his dad, who is still a beloved character. This wasn't it. Dexter, no matter what you say about his character, he never became a character that the audience turned on. They didn't turn him evil and make him do crazy, awful things. They made him kill the cop at the end, which was out of character and wrong, but the audience still loved Dexter. So if these writers really believed that by him doing that would make the fans accept him being killed, they were very much mistaken. So you got all this. It does seem like they think it does seem like they'll want to go ahead with this. What could stop them from doing it? I guess if anybody actually looked online and did some market research about the reaction, but maybe these people are so. Maybe the people at Showtime and the people that are writing Dexter, who wrote Dexter New Blood, are just out of touch, because that finale seemed like they were really out of touch. And then we go to, again, Clyde Phillips. He did an interview with Variety, and this is what he had to say.
Because you kind of took a little break and then came back to wrap up Dexter. So what can you say about how that process was a little different when you came back and the pressure you kind of dealt with?
Well, we needed to redeem ourselves a little bit too, famously. And we determined what the ending was going to be first. And then you put your nose against the ending on that wall, and then you walk backward, and figuratively, if it's The Shining, all these doors are next to you, and behind each door is one of the episodes, and so that we could just build it so that it would be solid. That doesn't mean it doesn't change in the writing process, but once we knew what the ending was, we could walk backward from it, and then walk forward and get there.
So yeah. That's Clyde Phillips talking about they had to redeem themselves famously. Where do you start with that? I hate being harsh on people, but, how do I say this? There's a lot of people went into writing this show. I mean, Michael C. Hall should be getting blame along with all the writers and directors of this show, because he agreed to make this. So we can't just blame these writers as if they forced Michael C. Hall to do it. Obviously, he wanted this ending as well. But I do not like the idea of these people who made the New Blood finale laughing and kind of ridiculing the previous finale, because I have to say, people can disagree with me. I think that the New Blood finale had a worse reaction, than the original finale. So for them to be laughing and saying we had to redeem ourselves, I mean, this is absolutely unbelievable. And this was uploaded on Twitter on the 10th of June. This clearly was. They're still clearly very proud of that finale, and it's utterly bizarre. I mean, I have no idea. I thought there might have been, because some of the people who wrote the show and were part of the show, I forget the name of the person, but they even admitted that the reaction wasn't that good. But Clyde Phillips seems to be really proud of that finale since, and he's kind of laughing at the last finale and the idea that they had to redeem themselves, and he obviously still believes that they did redeem themselves. But this stuff, it's amazing. It's bizarre. This would make me fearful that they actually are going to go ahead and make a Harrison spinoff, because a lot of the big people here at Showtime, a lot of people behind the scenes at Dexter, New Blood, stand by the finale and don't accept that it was a pile of poop. Sorry for my that's all I can come up with at the moment. Again, these people have to stand by their work. I mean, if they admit that they made a load of crap, they mightn't get that might not go down well and might get taken up in headlines as well. So it is what it is. There's a lot of kites been flowing now for the New Blood spinoff. What do you think? Would you want to see it? And what do you think about the idea that they had to redeem themselves with the previous finale, and they feel that they have redeemed themselves with murdering Dexter and in the most awful finale I've seen in quite a while? What do you think? Please comment, like, and please subscribe as well for more Dexter videos. Thank you.